If you're over 60, stop scrolling and pay close attention. What if I told you that the very way you start your morning, those small, seemingly harmless habits, could be quietly increasing your risk of a stroke? No warnings, no symptoms. 1 minute you're fine and the next, your speech slurs, your arm goes numb, or your memory slips like sand through your fingers. As a neurologist, I've seen it far too often. Seniors who lived carefully but unknowingly sabotage their own health with everyday routines. The truth is, strokes don't always come with flashing signs. And yet many could be prevented by doing just a few things differently, especially right after waking up. In this video, we'll walk through 7 surprising morning habits that may be raising your stroke risk without you realizing it. I'll also share warning signs you should never ignore, plus simple changes you can start making today to protect your brain and keep your circulation strong as you age. Stroke is the leading cause of long-term disability among older adults. And sadly, many people don't realize they're at risk until it's too late. That's why I urge you stay with me until the very end, because just a few minutes of learning now could mean years of healthy, independent living later. Let's begin starting with habit number 7, something nearly all of us are guilty of. 7. Jumping out of bed too quickly. It's morning, your eyes open, you stretch, then you throw back the covers and sit up fast, eager to start the day. But did you know this rush to rise might be silently endangering your brain? When you wake, your body is still in a relaxed, low-energy state. Blood pressure is lower. Circulation is slower. Your brain hasn't yet caught up to gravity, and yet many seniors leap out of bed the moment their eyes open. This sudden motion can cause orthostatic hypotension, a quick drop in blood pressure, when you stand, which can lead to dizziness, fainting, or worse, a temporary lack of blood flow to the brain. If your arteries are already narrowed from age or high blood pressure, this moment of transition can be risky. The result: you may be unknowingly increasing your chance of mini strokes or even major ones, especially in the first few hours of the day. Here's a safer routine. Take 2 minutes. Wake slowly, stretch gently, sit up gradually. Let your legs dangle off the side of the bed. Take a few deep breaths before standing. Have you ever felt lightheaded in the morning? That's your body waving a red flag. Don't ignore it. Just 2 calm minutes can be the difference between a healthy start and a dangerous one. Your brain needs oxygen. Give it time to catch up before you expect it to work for you. 6. Skipping water first thing in the morning. Here is something few people realize: your brain is about 75% water. And yet after 7-8 hours of sleep, most people wake up mildly dehydrated. If the first thing you reach for is coffee, not water, you're compounding the problem. Dehydration thickens your blood, raises your blood pressure, and makes it harder for your heart to pump efficiently. And where does that blood go first? Your brain. Skipping water in the morning is one of the most common and overlooked mistakes among older adults, and it quietly increases stroke risk. Instead of coffee or tea right away, drink a full glass of room temperature water first. This simple act thins the blood naturally, improves circulation, and rehydrates vital systems. For those with heart issues, blood pressure problems, or prior TIA symptoms, mini strokes, this habit is non-negotiable. Think you're not thirsty. That doesn't matter. Your brain is thirsty. Hydration is brain fuel. Studies have found that dehydration is a hidden stroke trigger in older adults, especially those on medications like diuretics, which flush water out of the body. So make that glass of water your new morning ritual. It only takes 30 seconds, but it could protect your memory balance and coordination for years to come. 5. Eating a high-sodium breakfast. You might believe you're starting the day right, maybe with a bowl of cereal, some toast, or even a breakfast sandwich. But check the labels, because hidden sodium is everywhere, and it's especially dangerous first thing in the morning. Instant oatmeal packets, boxed cereals, frozen breakfast items, breakfast sausages, and even store-bought bread, packed with salt. And too much sodium leads to a high blood pressure, and artery damage, and an increased risk of brain bleeds and strokes. What's worse, your blood pressure is naturally higher in the morning. Combine that with a salty breakfast, and it's a recipe for trouble. A better option: fresh fruit, boiled eggs, whole grain toast with avocado, plain oatmeal with berries. Keep your morning sodium under 300-400 milligrams total. It may seem small, but reducing salt in your first meal of the day significantly lowers your overall stroke risk. After all, salt doesn't just damage your heart, It directly affects the delicate blood vessels in your brain. Change what's on your plate and you might just change your future. 4. Drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach. Coffee lovers, listen up. This one's important. Yes, coffee wakes you up. Yes, it's a comforting ritual. But if your first cup hits an empty stomach, you may be giving your body more than just a jolt of energy. You might also be setting the stage for vascular stress. Caffeine increases, adrenaline raises your heart rate, and causes blood vessels to tighten. This spikes blood pressure and can reduce blood flow to the brain, especially dangerous for those already dealing with high blood pressure or heart conditions. Multiple cups in quick succession. Even worse, you might feel sharp and alert, but your brain could be struggling under pressure literally. Instead, start with water. Eat a light breakfast, then enjoy a moderate cup of coffee. 1 is fine, 2 possibly okay, but 3 or more, especially on an empty stomach, is pushing it. And avoid piling on sugar or flavored creamers. They may taste good, but they promote inflammation and damage blood vessels. If you're over 60, think of coffee not as a wake-up call, but as a tool. Use it wisely. 3. Ignoring morning dizziness or weakness. Have you ever woken up feeling lightheaded, a little shaky, or just off? It's easy to dismiss this as a bad night's sleep or age catching up with you. But here's the truth: your brain might be trying to warn you. And the worst thing you can do is ignore it. Morning dizziness or weakness, especially when it happens more than once, is often a red flag. It could mean your brain isn't getting enough oxygen, your blood pressure is spiking, or you may have just experienced a mini stroke, what doctors call a transient ischemic attack, TIA. These episodes are often short, just a few minutes, but they are your brain's final warning shot before a major stroke hits. Seniors are especially vulnerable to these in the early morning hours when blood flow shifts dramatically after sleep. Here's what to watch for: slurred speech, a weak or numb arm, an odd sensation in your face, trouble finding your balance. Even if these symptoms fade, quickly take them seriously. Don't wait and see. Document what you felt, call your doctor immediately, and if possible, use a tool like the Senior Health Tracker app to log these symptoms in real time. It could help your healthcare provider detect patterns you might not see and give you a head start in preventing something far worse. Remember, your body whispers before it screams. Listen while it's still whispering. 2. Skipping medications or taking them incorrectly. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most dangerous mistakes seniors make. Each day, millions forget to take their morning medications or take them incorrectly, skipping doses, doubling them by mistake, or mixing them with the wrong fluids. And this chaos can quickly lead to a stroke. Why? Because medications like blood pressure pills, blood thinners, and cholesterol drugs are time-sensitive. They're designed to work with your body's natural rhythms, especially in the morning when blood pressure tends to spike. Miss a dose, you leave your body unprotected during its most vulnerable hours. Take a double dose. You risk dangerously low pressure or internal bleeding. Some seniors even swallow pills with coffee, which interferes with absorption. Others take them without water, decreasing their effectiveness. The solution: structure, routine, simplicity. Use a pill organizer. Set phone alarms. Keep a visible checklist by your toothbrush or coffee maker. Use apps like Senior Health Tracker to schedule reminders and log what you've taken. And above all, never self-adjust your dose. If something feels off, speak with your doctor or pharmacist. They're there to help. Stroke prevention doesn't require dramatic changes. It starts with doing the basics consistently. If your medication is your shield, then don't go into battle without it. 1. Holding in urine for too long. After waking, this one might surprise you, but it's shockingly common and far more dangerous than people realize. After 7-8 hours of sleep, your bladder is full. But instead of heading straight to the bathroom, many seniors stay in bed scrolling their phone, reading the news, or just procrastinating. Here's why that's risky. A full bladder triggers a stress response in your body, releasing cortisol and adrenaline, both of which raise your blood pressure and constrict blood vessels. This early morning blood pressure spike, combined with aging arteries, creates the perfect storm for stroke. Even worse, a distended bladder can trigger irregular heart rhythms, which can lead to clot formation and stroke in vulnerable adults. So what's the fix? Get up and go immediately. Before breakfast, before coffee, before checking messages, Your body is trying to protect itself, and the longer you delay, the more pressure builds in your vascular system. For seniors with high blood pressure, heart conditions, or a history of stroke, this habit can be especially hazardous. Think of it this way: your first trip to the bathroom isn't a nuisance. It's a daily act of brain protection. Conclusion: protect your brain, shape your future. Let's recap. These 7 morning habits may seem small, but they build up day by day, year by year, until one morning something goes wrong. And by then, it may be too late. Here they are again. 1. Jumping out of bed too fast. 2. Skipping water, eating salty breakfast, or drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach. Ignoring dizziness or weakness. Mismanaging medications. Holding in your urine. Each one is like a single drop in a bucket. On its own, maybe not a big deal, but together they overflow into a storm of stroke risk. But here's the good news: awareness is power. You now know what to look out for. You know what to change. And even better, these changes are simple. You don't need extreme diets, fancy supplements, or expensive procedures. You need smart habits, consistency, and a little support. That's why we recommend using the Senior Health Tracker app, a free tool built for older adults to log morning symptoms, monitor blood pressure trends, track hydration, set daily reminders for medication and water, and receive real-time brain health tips. It's like having a digital caregiver in your pocket. Thousands have already downloaded it, and early access features are still available. Link in the pinned comment and description. Your brain deserves better than chance. It deserves intention. It deserves care. Don't wait for a crisis to force you to change. Choose to stay ahead. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, a parent, or a loved one. You might just save a life. And remember, your mornings shape your future. Take them seriously.